Hey, we're the Sugar Dandies. Welcome to the Blackpool Same-Sex Dance Festival here at the fabulous Spanish Hall in the Winter Gardens.
We've got a great day of dancing planned with couples from over 16 countries across Europe and around the world.
We have an international panel of adjudicators led by the Queen of Strictly, Erin Bogue.
And we've got some great sponsors behind us like Supadance.
It's going to be incredible.
Come and join us.
Same-sex dancing is ballroom and Latin American partner dance with a difference, that one woman dances with a woman and a man dances with another man. There is a social scene, a very well developed social scene, but also a large competitive circuit that people compete on.
Same-sex dancing comes from a lesbian and gay culture and a lesbian and gay perspective. It's certainly not entirely lesbian and gay, but most of the men and women dancing here are associated with the lesbian and gay community, and it's a very interesting and I think unusual aspect of lesbian and gay culture. Same-sex dancing is not that different from mainstream dancing.
So when friends who don't know much about same-sex dancing ask us, are you the man or the woman? It seems really weird because we don't view it in that way. We are just two men, one is a leader, one is a follower.
We challenge the roles. There are real gender stereotypes in mainstream dancing. You know, the man is in the tails and he takes the lead, and the woman is in the gown and follows everything he does.
We certainly don't dance as man and woman, we dance as two men dancing together, okay? And the fact that one man does the follower's steps is immaterial, really.
Some couples are like more symmetrical, they have more symmetrical choreographies and also maybe dresses.
I think what is unique about same-sex dancing is that it's an expression of one's self.
There is a lot of openness when it comes to the choreography and the costuming, but obviously all within the framework of traditional ballroom dancing.
This is the gay and lesbian equivalent, so of course you're going to have some pretty fantastic costumes and some pretty wonderful and different choreography on the floor.
For many people, it's an opportunity to compete with a partner that they would want to be sexually involved with, so it makes much more sense.
So in the rumba in particular, when you see that passionate, powerful, romantic emotion going between the couple, I enjoy watching it.
When we dance, we bring the sexuality out in the Latin particularly, in a way that the old ladies on mainstream don't do they?
We very much put our relationship out on the floor.
Each couple can kind of interpret themselves differently. So even for us, I mean, I go a little bit further with the hair and the costumes and stuff now because I can, and you know, why not?
Some couples switch the lead, so some couples will halfway through a waltz switch around, and some couples don't, so it just depends. It's quite nice really that there is that openness, don't you think?
I think it's great. I think you decide in same-sex dancing who you want to be.
Well, now I always lead, and I always follow. That's a decision we made about 10 years ago, and I think that they're such different disciplines, and it takes us so long to get good at it or get the hang of it that we thought we couldn't mess with our heads and start changing it around.
Sometimes I lead, sometimes I follow, I dance with men, I dance with women, it makes no difference.
If you have got a strong follower, a strong leader, it's better not to disrupt that relationship.
So if I waited for her to decide what step to do on the floor in the moment, we'd have to sit down and chat about it first. We'd come nowhere. It's true though, isn't it? It's true. It's true. Yeah.
I think Blackpool is somewhere that dancers dream of coming. It's certainly always been our dream to dance here, so it certainly brings an international caravan with it.
it's like where the major dance competitions are, and like I've always been here. So it's like sort of like a privilege of being part of it, really.
It's a legendary place for dancers.
Well, it's the mecca of dancing, isn't it? It's the dancing
it's the one
venue.
everybody knows.
People will compete in all the dances in the ballroom repertoire: the waltz, the tango, the foxtrot, the quick-step, and the Viennese waltz. And then all the Latin dances, which are the rumba, the cha-cha-cha, the paso doble, the jive, and the samba. But in addition to that, we're very excited to also have a show dance category, where a couple can pick their own music and tell their own story in a showdown.
Today I am astonished by the standard that I've seen, especially with the men. They might steal one or two of the boys and replace Anton, but don't tell him.
I think the other thing that is very important to us is making this a social event, that it's not just a competition. It's about people coming, getting on the floor and having a great time. So you have everything from beginner competitors to top-level competitors competing, but you also have the opportunity to get on the floor and take a whirl and take a social dance with someone you may not have even met before.
Atmosphere-wise, it's completely different. It's very friendly, very open. Everybody wants everybody to do well.
It was like cheering for everyone as well.
You know, we're trying to sort of show that it's really important. We give it a lot of value. People actually value other people.
It's certainly a lot more fun than the straight scene. The audiences are much more involved, and you hear the whooping and cheering in there. You don't get that at your average sort of straight competition.
We're very proud to be sponsored by Supadance, but what is particularly wonderful is that they don't just sponsor us as a couple, they've gotten behind same-sex dancing and they support the entire world of same-sex dancing.
What we have been particularly impressed by is the level of knowledge that Supadance has applied to the specific needs of two women dancing together and two men dancing together. That's very impressive.
We make the shoe around the inner sole, so there's no fitting taken away. They still fit the same.
They're just the best, the most comfortable. And I've got the narrow fit with a slightly higher little bit at the back of the heel here that just holds my foot better, because I've got a woman's foot in a man's shoe. I won't wear anything else.
Their shoes are brilliant. They're really comfortable and they mould to your feet really well, so that makes dancing a lot easier.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
All my shoes, the Supadance.
And good shapes, and you can get anything, the colours and satins and blacks and things like that. So it's cool.
Lots of different designs available as well.
Love Supadance.
We see the Same-Sex Dance Festival attracting more competitors from all over the world, having an even larger audience that we've attracted, and to continue to be here in Blackpool and sitting right next to the big mainstream festivals that take place.
Most people I know from the traditional dance world really love to watch same-sex dancing and are as supportive of it as they are of the traditional dancing.
Like with events like this, we're making it more popular really, and making it more public.
There's lots of different views about that, but I would like to see everybody be able to compete in any competitions they want to.
I'd like to see it as a section of mainstream dancing. There's no reason why it shouldn't be.
I think it's going to get more mainstream. I think there's going to be more same-sex couples, as Naomi, because as I said, we compete in the mainstream, and I think more couples will do it. I think there will be a same-sex couple on Strictly, and I'd love to see that. We keep hoping that it will happen in the UK, and it should.
We're definitely the new kids on the block, and we're sitting alongside some of the greatest dance festivals in the world, and it's an honour, it's a privilege, and it's a really big responsibility.
But we're very excited that next year we'll be hosting the European Championships here, so that's great. That's yet another step.
In the Empress Ballroom, where we should be.
That's right.
Come to the European Championships in Blackpool in June. We'll be there and we'd love you to join us.
Hope to see you next year at the European Same-Sex Dance Championships.
We hope to see you at the European Championships here in Blackpool next June.
See you in Blackpool next year.
Hope to see you in June.
Come to the European Same-Sex Championships here in Blackpool in June next year. We'll be there.
We will.
Wow, it's been an incredible day of dancing.
Totally overwhelming, amazing dancing.
We are very excited to be hosting the European Same-Sex Dance Championships at the Empress Ballroom here in Blackpool on the 14th and 15th of June 2014. We'll see you there!